Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Harper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20. Breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40 midfield. 40 30 to the coast. 20 15. Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this TGI Mickey Vicky Friday. It's the weekend, baby. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. Or in the words of Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. Go to the show's page, go to Shawn and Maya in the morning, like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. You're watching us on our YouTube channel. Excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real? Come on, guys. Listen, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it. That'll let you know any time a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, if you're watching this on our mobile app, please don't tell me you didn't know we had a mobile app. Come on, baby. You got to keep up with the Joneses and them. All right? So wherever you get your apps from, go there, whether it's iTunes or Google Play or Amazon, Walmart, Kmart, 7-Eleven's there. Zemsky, Macy, Montgomery Ward, Woolworth, Weebolts, Goldblatt's. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where you get your apps from. Just go there. All right, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it. You take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, and not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew, and I mean a slew of articles. Thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on our Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. Yeah. Now, if you have a Roku television in the house, do us a favor. Download Sports Zone Chicago's channel to your television. Put it there next to the big boys. Netflix, Hulu, Apple TV, Prime, HBO Max, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Stars. Oh, yeah, new episodes of Raising Kanan today, baby. Yeah. Fired up. But I digress. Put us there on the big screen. You can watch us on the big screen. Hell, run a big screen, right, Mickey? Vicky, now. Now, you can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me, personally online. Want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. Listen, I got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or a mobile app, if a question or comment on that platform, it'll come up here on the screen in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around. And that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. And the chat, check the chat, because it is jumping big time. Cornelius Squall says, what up, sports owners? We're out of the playoffs already. What the heck? Tell me about it, bro. Tell me about it. My man Black Diamond, it's the top of the morning, gang. Hey, Shawn. Agree to disagree. Billy gets out coached every time. It's a must-win game. And just like the White Sox, what does Reinsdorf do? Retains him. We'll talk about that, Black Diamond. I don't think we're going to agree to disagree. I think we might be on the same page. Possibly. We'll see. My man Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. says, good morning, all. My man Junior. Oh, snap. Shorty is in the house. Top of the morning to you. Good morning, Mr. Shorty. How we doing, Papa? I appreciate it. Sean Wall's in the house. Like, what up? What's up on a Mickey Ficky TGIF? It's nice in Chicago today. It is, baby. 81 degrees. 80 degrees. When I tell that trick, please raise up off these NUTs because you get none of these at ease. As I mob with the dog pound, feel the breeze. Biatch, I'm just rolling down the street. James Ford checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Appreciate you checking in. Oh, man, Rick Gonzalez. Craple's finest. Say good morning, Shawn, into the chat. Bear the F down, baby. Sox lost another heartbreaker. 8-0. Here's the crazy thing. We were tied. We were tied. It's 0-0. We were tied. Oh, man. See any new people? No. But listen, I don't know a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will change as the show goes on. That, my peoples, that I can promise you. Oh, man, Shorty, thank you a lot. Yes, George says Shorty promoting you last night, Shawn. Mr. Shorty, I appreciate the love and the support, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Man, this is a good dude, man. I really appreciate it. Man, listen, we got a lot to talk, man, and I got a lot to say. Thank you very much. I always try to remember to promote you, Shawn. Mr. Shorty, again, thank you, man. I really, really do appreciate it. Rick, Craple's #1 garlic bread maker and dishwasher. Gonzalez, the #1 garlic bread maker back in the day, boy. Hey, you know what? It's having pride in your work, Papa. That's what I'm talking about. You have pride in your work. I give a shit if you're mopping floor. Be the best floor mopper there is. You know what I mean? You take pride in your work. You take pride in how you go about your business. All right, people notice that. People realize that. They're like, man, this is a dude who's looking to move up. Got my mushroom coffee this morning. But, man, great work ethic, man. You feel that way. The #1 garlic bread maker and dishwasher. Did you have to wash them by hand, or did they have a machine? Rick, did you have to wash dishes by hand? Because I still wash dishes by hand. Here, like we have a dishwasher here. I've washed dishes my whole life by my hand, and I feel weird. I haven't used a dishwasher here. My mom lived in the other spot, and right when I got back from New York, I lived there for about a year before I moved out again. And I think I used the dishwasher maybe 4 times max. Might not even be that many. Might not. I think we did it once for Thanksgiving, because we used to cook. I used to cook for Thanksgiving. I used to make turkey, ham, stuffing, mashed potatoes, corn, and made a feast. It was just me and Mom's. We had a lot of shit. And then we had to obviously clean it up, and we used the dishwasher a couple of times, but that was it, man. Rick, like machine and by hand, but better wash by hand. I know, me too. So I know I'm late to the party, but I just got some dishwasher gloves or some rubber gloves for the dish for washing them by hand, washing dishes by hand. I just got it, and the thing is, I have big hands. I got big hands. I got big fingers. All right, and so it's funny because my fingers get not stuck, but I guess kind of stuck inside the gloves. It's hilarious. Hilarious. Shorty says, my first job at Sammy's, I started off washing dishes. Junior says, I dishwash by hand. Shorty says, same here. I just wash my dishes as I use them. My wife puts all hers in the dishwasher. Cornelius. Well, Black Diamond, we're going to have, I don't know about, I have a different take on it. I have a different take on a game Wednesday. And I'm a little annoyed by the game on Wednesday. No, I take it back. I'm a lot annoyed. And the reason that I didn't like Josh Giddey early on reared its ugly head on Wednesday. All right, there was a lot to unpack there. There's a lot to discuss and break down. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I was mad. I was pissed at the blowout. I was pissed. Pissed. And even I said on Wednesday, you know, playoff basketball is going to be a little different. They might not call as many fouls, which means they're going to get more physical. And that's what happened. That's what happened. Black Diamond, you wash dishes by hand too. I know, me too. I gotta have it. And even with the gloves, I feel weird because like when I wash the cups, I gotta feel the smoothness. Like, you know, the sticky part's got to be gone, and the part where you drink around the rim. Like when I wash them, I don't know. Cornelius Squall says, I knew Spoelstra was going to outcoach Billy Donovan. Yeah, I don't know how much he outcoached him. I will say he did. That I don't disagree with. But I don't know how much he outcoached him as opposed to how much the Bulls don't have any balls. That's what bothered me. That is what really, really bothered me. In watching the game, I just felt that the Bulls have no one on their team who's a dog. No one on their team is a dog. No one on their team plays tough defense. No one on our team plays physical defense. No one on our team plays intimidating defense. And that's what happened. That's what happened Wednesday. All right, the Miami Heat turned up the pressure defensively. They locked in, and they were physical. The Bulls weren't able to handle it. The Bulls weren't able to handle it. They got punked. The Bulls got punked. Miami came in and beat the hell out of them. They said, hey, you beat us all 3 times in the regular season. That don't mean nothing. This is the playoffs. We're going to tighten up the screws defensively. We're going to be physical with you. Can you handle it? Can you handle it? And they couldn't. Like, the physicality is what they had on the Bulls this time, and it bugged me. Because there's nobody, man, the only dude on there who's like a tough mother Hubbard, like Taylor Horton Tucker. You know, hell, he's the chucker. Man, I'm dropping bars. Like, there's no tough people. You saw the way they're playing defense. You saw the way they're bodying up. You saw the way that they took advantage of the way the refs were calling the game. The Bulls don't have those types of players. The Bulls don't have those aggressive, in-your-face type players. Remember like how Pat Beverly was when he was here? Well, how he is. We don't have those type of players. You got to start getting some dogs, not just talented people. You need some dogs. You need some guys who are physical. You need some guys who don't give a damn. You need some guys who are trying to outwill you to win. They got punked. End of story. Black Diamond, I think you might agree. Nothing more, nothing less. Cornelius, maybe you'll agree too. I don't know. But they got punked. They pulled their whole card. They pulled their whole card, and the Bulls crumbled. Period. End of story. They came in, they bullied you. Josh Giddey was complaining about fouls and the physicality of it, and that was one of the reasons I didn't like him early on. He resorted to complaining about fouls when he wasn't getting those calls. Go to the hoop. Be physical. This is why you need to get in the weight room. That's why you need to be strong. That's why you got to have strong shoulders so you can ride people. No Diddy. Ride people to the cup, lay it in, create the contact or take contact, and still be able to finish and get an and one. Rick says we need a Joakim Noah type of cat. Yeah, Joakim Noah was a tough son of a gun. Grew up in Hell's Kitchen in New York. Had a New York attitude. NCAA champion. Black Diamond says whole card definitely got pulled. Damn right it did. You damn right it did. And that's what bothered me. Is they got no one with balls. No one with balls, and that pissed me off. Jason from the UK, what's up, Papa? Good afternoon over there. So what's up, Bears fam? Just popped in to say hi and drop a like. I'm on my lunch break at work. Thank you for dropping in, Papa. I appreciate it. You jumped in. I'm doing a little rant on the Bulls from their loss Wednesday, ending their season. Yo, give me some ballers. Give me some guys who are tough. This goes back to the whole Rick Pitino halftime speech at St. John's, where he talked about what's wrong with you, what's wrong with your generation. Said things go wrong, you wilt. He goes, how have you been raised? Remember, he questioned their manhood. How have you been raised? When things go wrong, you wilt. And that's what happened to these Bulls team. Things went wrong. You wilted. There's no one to stand up. Who's the leader of this team? That's the issue. We don't have a leader. We don't have a leader with big balls, with cojones who say, no. Let's stop this shit right here. He had nobody to go inside. And Vooch was, man. Cornelius, you ain't lying. Vooch was playing matador defense. I need someone tough down low. I need a big man who's tough. I need a big man who's got a set of balls, who's not going to let anyone push him over. Push you, make you a pushover. I need a big man like that. Guy who's gonna fight back. Guy who's there's no winning. Like Billy had to take a timeout, like about a minute or two into the game. He had to take a timeout within 2 minutes because they were getting their ass kicked, and he saw the intensity that Miami came out with, and he saw the lack of intensity his players came out with. Now, we can argue about Billy. Billy's job to get him fired up, but guess what? You got to get yourself fired up. It comes to a point in time, you shouldn't need your coach to hype you up. First of all, you're a professional getting millions and millions of dollars. 2, you're in a play. This is a playoffs, it's a postseason. It's win or go home. When do you get enough pride and say, no, I'm not going to get one, lose, but 2, a damn sure getting bullied. They ain't pulling my whole card. When does that fall on the players? Because that's where it falls. Billy could only do so much. And yes, I think he could have had him more prepared. by the same token, come on, man, you're all 20 plus. Some guys are in their 30s. You got to come out ready to play. Miami did. Miami came out. Miami was on one. They're physical. They turned it up defensively and bullied people, got real physical, and you couldn't handle it. You're bitching and moaning about calls. They're fouling me. They're fouling me. And that pissed me off. Like, no, let's go in there and let's fight. Right? Excuse me. Sorry about that. That's when you go and down low to Vooch. Vooch, you work your magic. You be physical. Zach Collins, get down there. You be physical. Go into people. Stop worrying about the goddamn threes. Get it down low. Establish a presence down low. Vooch, you got big, wide shoulders. Bam. Let me create the contact. Boom. And one. Zach Collins, same thing. Attack. They did not attack. They were on their heels. Miami punched them in the mouth and pulled their whole card. Period. End of story. I don't know, Chris. First of all, Chris, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate you. Said Billy doesn't set his team up to win. He's an overrated coach. I don't know if I agree with that. Again, you gotta have the players, you gotta have the ballers, you gotta have the dogs. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have mugs who want it. At Florida, he had mugs that wanted it, and you saw what happened. The threes are part of Billy D's offense. I'm not a fan of his. I thought he should have been gone a long time ago. Yeah, the threes are. And the thing is, this part, and this is what I don't like about this NBA game today. It's threes, analytics. No, go down low. All right, get people in foul trouble. If you have a presence down low, come on, Vooch, get down there. Give me a couple of easy buckets to start the game. One, you get on fire. You get on track. You get in rhythm. Two, you get foul trouble. Some of their starting bigs. But also it sets the tone. Because once they dump it in and you start going to work, you start pounding the ball, the defense is going to collapse. Now you can kick it out to wide open threes. It all goes hand in hand. I didn't like the way that they came out. I didn't like the way that they were soft. I didn't like the way they didn't fight. Like I said, you got to give him some of the blame. But, man, when are we going to put the majority of the blame on the players? So soft-ass generation. That's why the Heat could have go somewhere. Now, here, the Bulls are much better than the Heat. They beat them 3 times this season. But when it got to the playoffs and they let you play a little more and the Heat can get a little physical, they did. And the Bulls, little finesse team, like, no, you're fouling me. Stop worrying about the foul. Go up for the shot. Rashad says, shooting three is the modern game now. I agree with you. However, I'm not saying go away from the threes. First of all, we couldn't hit threes to save our lives. But just because you start off the first half and you should start off the second half. Going down low. Remember the Bulls of the 90s? The first three-peat? How did they start the game? Bill Cartwright. Mike, Paxson, Pippen, they did everything they could to get Bill Cartwright off. Bill Cartwright would have 10 points in the first quarter. Finished with 14. But at 10 points to start in that first quarter, you go down, you establish the low post game, get Bill on track, get guys in foul trouble. But Mike and Scotty wanted to cut to the hole and draw. Guys are a little leery because they got 2 fouls. A third one in the first half, now you got to sit. So I'm really pissed off. We got no dogs, no one, not a soul, who in the huddle says, "Hold on, Billy, hold on, coach," and who would rip into his own players, like, reach down, see if you got a pair. They're coming and pushing us around in our own damn house. Who are the players? Who is that? All good teams have at least one of those types of guys. All good teams have them. We don't. We don't. And that's the frustrating part. And that goes to AK. You got to start getting guys who are dogs. You got to start getting guys who are leaders, guys who will stand up in the face of adversity. That first time out, there should have been a leader say, "Oh, hold on. They're coming in here getting physical. Let's not let them run all over us and bully us around in our house." Coach had to call a timeout a minute, less than 2 minutes into the game because they're pushing us around. Wake up and get your heads out of your asses. Let's be a little physical. Let's match physicality with physicality. So yeah, I'm pissy about this Bulls game. Really mad. Because they got punked. End of story. I don't even think they got punched in the mouth. I think they got bitch slapped in the face. And the Bulls folded. I don't think the Heat punched them. I think they bitch slapped them. Slapped them with an open hand. And the Bulls crumbled. That's what pisses me off. You don't have anyone on that team who's a winner. You don't have anyone on that team who said, "I deny, or we will not lose this game." Nobody. And that is a part of the GM. You're supposed to get guys who have good character. You're supposed to get guys who are leaders. You're supposed to get guys who refuse to lose. That's on you, AK. That's all on you, Papa. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. On the other side of the break, we're actually going to get to top of the morning topics. I promise. I promise you. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Move it!
Many will hear the calling. Few will earn the title. United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators, a passion to change lives. spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds. Help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
They're not controlling the basketball at all when he's got it.
Toby Wright's got it from long distance. Vucevic to spin and the finish. Another double-double looking to push again. Giddey drives past Highsmith. Quick burst and an easy bucket for Chicago. And a 14-point Heat lead. Terry on the drive. Somehow squeezed. The Heat have 20 assists in the first half. Vucevic answers.
Big gain experience, but he's getting everything that he wants, and he's not speeding up trying to search out shots.
Kobe White comes
As I said, little room for error right here, and we got to execute both sides of the ball.
Thanks for your time, Josh. Mike?
All right, Cass. Khalil Ware with a terrific play. Excellent second effort. And it's back up to 16. Giddey knocks down a three.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those come courtesy of ESPN. Those were the Bullies in their play-in loss to the Miami Heat for the third year in a row. All right? I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. All you guys are talking about WrestleMania. I love it. Levette Lee checking in. What's up, Ma? Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. She's like, happy Friday, y'all. I appreciate it. Rick Gonzalez says, Cena or Cupcake Cody Rhodes? Cena for me all day. King Book of World checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? Black Diamond says, never been a Cena fan. Always thought he was a Hollywood clown. Jason from the UK. Hey, lunch break is over. Got to run. Don't forget to do some deep breathing exercises and have a cup of chamomile tea, Shawn. See y'all soon. To calm me down. I need it. Because I can't stand when teams aren't tough. I can't stand it. Compete, damn it. Compete. It didn't matter if I was playing football, if I was on the basketball court. It didn't matter. I was competing. It was tough. I wouldn't. Only time when I got fouled, I called a foul, but I was trying to get the basket. I wasn't trying to just draw a foul. Whenever I played sports and I was competing, my job was to destroy you. Be a little physical with you. Be intimidating toward you. And I can't stand people who's, oh, they're fouling me hard. They're following me hard. Rick says me either, but I can't stand Cody going Cena by default, and I hope The Rock is there to help Cena. There's tons of WrestleMania talk. That's crazy. Aunt Moss is checking in the house, baby. What's going on, Papa? He's like, bear down, Shawn. Aunt Moss checking in. We're talking about why do you hate Cody? Cody Rhodes. Rick says, try too hard to be a baby face. Promos are mid at best. Yeah, I never liked Cody Rhodes either. And Black Diamond says, I can see that. I like him because Dusty was my guy. Dusty had some good promos, but man, Ric Flair was the best. The best at promos. The best at promos. Yes. Oh, man. You guys. Woo, we got tons and tons. Chris, his Bulls need more explosive players, more explosive players, need stars. They signing bonuses, they signing bums with extensions, role players to big money. You're not going to get anywhere doing that. Yeah, Chris, I said they need a star, a superstar. Either this offseason or a trade before the trade deadline next year. You need a star. You need a bona fide superstar for the squad. You have more than enough role players. Now you need that star. Preferably a younger guy, 24, 25-ish, who can grow with this team, plays the same type of tempo this team plays. Because you've given a lot of guys big money. Okay, but these are role players. They need a star, superstar. Or there's no question who's getting the ball at the end of the game. Now, if he gives it up, that's another story. But you know who's getting the ball. You know whose hands the ball's gonna be in. No, Diddy. All right, at the end of the game. King Book of World. Macho Man was my guy. Purest cocaine. Made him give the oldest promos, the best promos. Junior, yes. Road Warriors were my favorite. I love them too. Met them in J-Town when I was a kid, Junior. Dude, that's dope. I agree, Cornelius. Bad chance a superstar wants to come here. They got a nice core, so there's a possibility. I think the likelihood is better now than it was in previous years. But I think if you can't get one, you got to make a trade. You got to make a trade. All right? Hell, you got Luka. The Lakers got Luka. You got to give something up. One or two of your good players and a draft pick or so. Sorry. All their money's booked up in role players. Kobe, P. Will, and possibly Giddey. Well, Giddey's going to get that bag, that's for sure. Patrick Williams, he's the one who really screwed it up. Or his contract is the one that really screws things up. I don't know how much flexibility they have with, before the luxury tax. I don't. But P. Will, his contract is garbage. Giving him all that money, $90 million for a dude who ain't done shit. Except defer and shrink in the face of big time. Of money time, of pressure time, of game time. You mean P won't? You're damn right. Chris says, Macho Man, the cream rises to the top. Yeah. I love the Macho. Dude, there was nothing like the 80s and 90s of wrestling, man. Nothing. Nothing. The characters. I love it. Chris. Well, let's see. NWO, new world order. Yeah, they're not going to get anything out of Patrick Williams. I think he's a lost cause. It was, man. Black Diamond, it was in the 80s and 90s, boy. Because the 80s, don't forget, you had the Von Erichs. You had the Von Erichs before they all freaking killed themselves. Kerry, the Texas Tornado. Well, they didn't call him that. But then you had David. David was the first one to die. Then Mike. Didn't Mike die? Then Kerry. Kevin's the last one alive. That's crazy. Black Diamond, new world order for life. NBA need to rig the lottery again for the Bulls. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. My man, Big Papa Pump. Big Papa Pump. Man, what was it saying? Holla if you hear me. So, Michelle, do you remember the song Bad Street USA from the Freebirds? Do you remember that? Anyone else remember the song Bad Street USA that the Freebirds came out with? They had a video and everything on World Class Championship Wrestling. Dude, that was crazy. Rick Gonzalez said, my first wrestling match was at the Rosemont Horizon. Ultimate Warrior versus Rick Rude was the main event. 1987. Black Diamond, you remember that, huh? Bad Street USA? That's what it was. Listen, I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me. Big Papa Pump. And he had that big, the way his bicep came to like a point. Dude, he was the dog-faced gremlin, Scott Steiner. So I still, to this day, so I nicknamed my little cousin, not the one whose birthday was the other day, his younger brother. So his younger brother is 16 years younger than me. So I used to call him my little dog face. I called him the dog face gremlin. To this day, I'm like, what up, dog face? Oh, man. You guys are taking me down memory lane. Yes. Bad Street, Atlanta, GA. Baddest street in the whole USA. Baddest street, nasty and hot. The further down the block you went, the badder it got. That was a song, boy. Could you imagine if they had iTunes back then? We all would have downloaded that shit. We all would have downloaded that shit. Oh yeah, Rick Steiner, University of Michigan. No, it was Rick. It was Scott Steiner was Michigan, and wasn't Rick Syracuse? Yeah, both college wrestlers. Yeah. Hey, what was your fool? Freebirds weren't addict, they just liked the way it smelled. Oh man, you guys are awesome. Awesome. Let's get back on track, guys. You know how we do the first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
He won't come just when you want it. He won't come.
It's like I don't care about nothing.
Whoa, what the hell's going on? See, that's what happened. I didn't even know what I was doing. Silly me. Here we go.
He won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
See which way to read. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta take another quick quick break, Steve-O. I gotta get the warden off. They have an issue over there. Give me a second. All right, we'll play a little bit of the commercial break too. I'll be right back.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Brian Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left, and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down, because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
Obviously, everyone is disappointed the way we played last month and a half. To finish like that, obviously nobody wanted that. Basically, we are not where we want to be. I thought that we will look at every opportunity to improve this roster.
Are you asking the fans for patience?
Well, I'm asking for fans of patience because we're in the first year of that transition. I thought that the way we finished the year shows some promise. It's hard to win games in this league, and to finish 15-5, yeah, it's not a victory lap, but I think there's some positives. And I think we've got to keep on building on this group by adding another player in the lottery, by going to free agency and adding another piece.
Yeah, welcome back. That clip courtesy of CHGO. That's Bulls GM or President of Basketball Operations, Arturas Karnisovas. You got some nerve asking the fans for patience. You lost to the same team 3 years in a row in the play-in, not even the playoffs. In the play-in, you lost to the same team 3 years in a row, and now you want patience? You talked about getting younger and more athletic. Was it 4 or 5 seasons ago? Or was that the old regime? Like, man, dude, how much longer do we got to be patient? third year in a row. And yeah, don't. We did finish 15-5, but what'd you do? You shit the bed round one of the play-in game. But you want us to be patient? Man. The Nasty Boys. Yeah, I didn't like the Nasty Boys. They were too white trash for me. I didn't like them. I don't know. Looked like they were from like Canaryville or something shit like that. No, I thought one went to. Let me see. Where did the Steiner brothers wrestle in college? You are correct. Both Steiner brothers wrestled amateurs at the University of Michigan. I thought one was Syracuse. I don't know why. Good looking out, Chris. Yep, you're right. Both went to Michigan. Black Diamond says, it's been 5 years. Arturis has no more patience. Yeah, we don't. Let's see. Let's get to here. Let's check it out. Which way are we going to go? Where are we going to start? We're going to start right here. The Bulls season. We saw it.
They're not controlling.
I'm all over the road today. What the hell's wrong with me? The Bulls season came to a crashing thud. Season ended on Wednesday with a 109-90 loss to the Miami Heat for the third year in a row in the play-in this past Wednesday. Josh Giddey led the way with 25 points, 10 rebounds. Kobe White, 17 points, but he was 3 for 12 from three-point land. It's 25%. You can't do that, Papa. Not in a big game. That was a big statement game for him. Vucevic, Mr. Walking double-double, 16 points, 12 rebounds. All right, that was listen. Kobe had a shit game, and it really hurt him. It hurt the perception, everyone's perception. Like, okay, so was this all just BS the last part of the season? Because when you face the team, and they're not even a good team, because you beat them 3 times this year. But when you face a team that gives you a little pressure, you wilt, you fold under the pressure. And Kobe, some of the shots, Kobe had some wide open looks, he just missed them. So now you got to question Kobe's character. You got to question all their character, because nobody had any sense, no one had any pride to fight back. As tough as that, as harsh as that may sound, the reality is just that. But keeping it moving. The next top of the morning topic. These guys, Lord have mercy. The good guys on the south side. They got swept by the Sacramento A's after an 8-0 loss yesterday. Davis Martin, he got the loss. He's 1-2 on the season. He went 5 1/3. 8 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 free pass, 3 punch outs. Lenin Sosa was 2 for 3. Andrew Vaughn was 1 for 4. Miguel Vargas was 1 for 4 as well. Keeping it with the Sox. The next top of the morning topic is the Sox travel to Boston again to face the Red Sox for a weekend set. First pitch is at 6:40 p.m. Central Time. You can catch that game on Chicago Sportsnet or listen to it on their flagship station, ESPN 1000. The probables for tonight's game. For the White Sox, Martin Perez is going to be on the bump. He's 1-0 with a 1.59 ERA going up against Hunter Dobbins for the Carmines. The Red Sox, he's 1-0. What was that? He's 1-0 with a 3.60 ERA. White Sox are just, man, that is tough. Tough. Cubs. Baby, baby. Your scrubs. I mean, Cubs. They return home for an 8-game homestand. They host 3 with the Diamondbacks starting today. First pitch is at 1:20 p.m. Central Time. You can catch that game on the Marquee Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 670 a.m. The probables for today's game for the Diamondbacks, Corbin Burns. He's 0-1 with a 5.28 ERA going up against Colin Ray for the Cubs. Northsiders, he's 0-0 with a 0.00 ERA. 8-game homestand. Hopefully you can get it's 3, 2, and 3. That's how they're going to be. Yeah. Diamondbacks for 3. Dodgers for 2 on Tuesday, Wednesday. They're off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They have 3 more before they hit the road. Chris is like, Shawn, you know I'm a Michigan guy. You know I know. My bad. I swear I thought one of them did wrestle for Michigan. For Syracuse. So apparently I was wrong. Happens to the best of us. Foster covers. It's a pathetic series for the White Sox. I disagree with you. It wasn't even pathetic. It wasn't even that good. They were worse than pathetic. They were worse than pathetic in that series. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, Junior says, Shawn, you know me. If the team played flat, I got pissed and wasn't afraid to take it out on the other team. Yeah, oh, man, I remember you plenty of times yelling, get your head out of your ass, so let's play. Why are we playing down to our competition? Yeah. Shoot. Those are crazy. Oh, did I? Oh, man, I didn't do that? Sorry, guys. I thought I... $13. Here's one. Guys, we're going to be happy about this one. Let me tell you. Oh, 16. The Bears. Man, the Bears re-signed a Chicago Bear fan, one of their own linebackers. He grew up cheering for our Bears. Re-signed TJ Edwards to a 2-year, $20 million extension. $16 million of that is guaranteed. So he's got 3 seasons left, including this one. Three seasons left, including this one. So okay. The next top of the morning topic. The Bears assistant coaches met the media yesterday, and Antoine Randall L., the local guy, Thornton, the quarterback, went to the Indiana University. He's a Hoosier. He's a wide receivers coach, and he brings a lot of passion and excitement to this Bears coaching staff. Check it. Check him out yesterday at his presser.
What's up?
How are you?
How are you? What y'all doing? Great. I am great.
What's it like to be here wearing a Bears hoodie and being back in Chicago?
It is pretty cool. Yeah, I can't express it enough just being back. And being in the Bears hoodie is pretty cool. And it's just, growing up and watching the Bears and rooting for them when we're not playing them type deal. So it's always been a thing for me to get back here, and the way it happened was pretty good. So I'm excited, and I'm thankful more than anything.
And so on top of the vibes of coming back to Chicago, how do you describe the opportunity that you guys sense is here with this team and a chance to do what you did in Detroit?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like we know coming in, it's not what it was in Detroit. We got to Detroit. It was bare, so to speak, and that's not that here. Like we got guys that are hungry and guys that can play like right off the bat. So it's up to us as coaches to get these guys going and put them in a place where they can be successful.
It's Antoine Randall L, man. I'm fired up about it. I'm looking forward to him, his excitement with these wide receivers. You talked about, with the ability to coach Rome, the talent that Rome has, and how he has to treat Rome a little different from DJ, because DJ's a vet. All right, Rome's still learning, he's still getting his feet wet in the NFL, and it's going to be different, which is pretty dope. Foster Cover says, good move keeping Edwards for a couple more seasons. I agree. Rick says, TJ, he was our best defender last year by a long shot. Well deserved. I couldn't agree more there, Rick. Man, that's a heck of a thing. If we draft another Georgia guy like Leonard Floyd, I'm going to be furious. Chris says, Randall, my alumni, go Wildcats. Shorty says, I'm loving Randall L as our wide receiver coach. He brings a lot of passion, man. I love it. Foster Covers agrees. Me too, Shorty. Shorty says, love the homegrowns. Yeah, because you get like a TJ Edwards. All right, you love the homegrowns because of the passion. They understand what Bears football is about. They grew up. They're engulfed in Bears, in the Bears way, in rooting for them and watching them. And depending on when a lot of these guys are probably rooting for the 2006 team that went to the Super Bowl. TJ Edwards was. He's like 26, 27. So he would have been 6, 7 years old. Yeah, Rick, no nonsense from him. Randall was going to call out the BS on the spot. Him and Eric Bieniemy, and that's what I love. You nip stuff in the bud. You've seen him go off on Jameis. I'm talking Randall L. You've seen him go off on Jameis Williams. Jameis Williamson. Is it? Jameson Williams. Sorry. Jameson Williams up in Detroit. You saw him. He'd say something and he'd check him. And great players want to be coached hard. And it's great for Rome Odunze getting this type of coaching, but it's also great for DJ Moore. Because DJ Moore, you're in your prime now, and your prime could go from here to here because of the coaching. Man, I knew a very intelligent, very wise man once said, coaching matters. And there's a chance for these two to really, really be special. Really be special. And that's what you want. That's what you need. We want this team to be special. We want these wide receivers to be special. Because if these wide receivers are special, what does that mean for Caleb? It gives Caleb a lot more freedom. They will save Caleb's ass a lot of times, which adds up to Caleb's yardage, which adds up to the mystique of Caleb. He doesn't have one yet, but it will. Oh, yeah, you saw that. He almost caught a backhand from Randall L. That was great. You saw that one, Rick, right? Yes. Yes. Because he demands a lot. And I think they're going to, these wide receivers are going to respond accordingly. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to them running routes sharper. Okay? Fundamentals, catching the ball on the outside arm. All right? Getting past the first down markers on 3rd and 6. They're at 7. They're breaking the route at 7, not at 6, not at 5.5. They still got to run. I need those guys to do the little things. Then I need them to make the big plays because, listen, Rome is a big playmaker. He led the NCAA in pass catches his senior year, or 2 years ago at Washington. DJ, we know what DJ can do. His first catch is a Bear in a preseason game. I was there. It was a quick screen from Justin, up the sideline, touchdown, 60-some yards. Actually, no, I think it was 85 yards. We've seen him. We've seen DJ be a playmaker. We've seen him go out-jump people for the football. We've seen him outrun people to the end zone. We've seen him do these things. We've seen him come across the middle for big hits or big plays when we need it. The Packer game especially. It was like 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10. He comes and gets 12, 13 yards, sets up the field goal. We've seen great plays from DJ. Don't remind me, Rick. He had 1,300 yards with Justin Fields. I know. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, Rick. I don't want to go down that road again. But we have great wide receivers. Draft another one. Tyler Scott, maybe Tyler Scott adapts to this coaching very well, and he becomes a legitimate option, a good, solid number 3 option. But man, these are the coaches that I like. These are the coaches that I respond to because they demand stuff out of you. These are the coaches that I had my whole life growing up. Coach Quinn and Coach Schaller, rest in peace, both of you. They taught accountability when I was in 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. It's a different time back then. They could grab you by your face mask and say, what the hell are you doing? I said, block this guy. What are you doing? I said, go here. Then as a freshman, Coach Angston, rest in peace. Tough son of a bitch, man. Tough as nails. My freshman coach, and then he coached me again on the varsity. We went back to varsity once I was up on my junior and senior year. Straight to the point. Didn't matter if you liked what he said. He told you the truth, the unfiltered truth. When I was coming out of St. Rita, and I wanted my first school I wanted to go to was Nebraska. I wanted to go to Nebraska. I wanted to be a Cornhusker. And as some weeks went by, I stopped in the football office, and he was down there, and he said, hey, he goes, well, what school did you want to go to? I said, Coach said I would really love to go to Nebraska. He sat me down and says, look, if they haven't come for you at this point, they're not coming for you. And I was like, shit. And it made me think, okay, this is life. So now what do you got to do? Now what do you have to do? Now where you got to pivot? Where are you going to go? I want to go to Purdue. They didn't recruit me either. They did draft some other buster running back. Although they did get the Catholic Player of the Year the following year. Corey Rogers, I think, from Leo was running back because they ran the run and shoot as well. But Grand Valley State up in Michigan came after me. And they had a running back. You may remember me play for the Detroit Lions, Eric Lynch. And then Holy Cross came after me. So, but again, coaching. Eric Bieniemy with the running backs, whoever we draft, Because we're drafting one. I'm sorry, Roshan. You just haven't done it for two. You haven't done it for me, bro. You haven't. Just haven't done it. 2 seasons. No. No. I just don't think that I don't know what your deal is. I don't. Frustrating. But anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take another break. A quick one. Maybe about a minute and a half. All right? So do me a favor. Don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Vikings 1 for 5 on 3rd down this afternoon. Pressure, Cousins, ball floats in the air, and it's intercepted.
You're going to see him come across here. Madison not able to get the block. He's able to get the hand on that one. Not able to see if that was a clean catch. That was a
issues, and that has forced him out of the lineup for a determined amount of time. T.J. Edwards tackles Austin Eckler there, and it's no gain.
You just expect that to happen to you. Now 1st and 20, and Goff throws another one away. And this time it's T.J. Edwards, his first Chicago Bear interception.
Analytics likes this call up to 6 yards. 4th down and 3. And this one up in the air and picked off by Edwards.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning. Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of ESPN, Fox, and NBC. That was my man. That's our man's in them. Tackling machine, T.J. Edwards, Chicagoland native. Grew up rooting for the Bears. They have a picture of him in a Bears uniform. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. And it was on Twitter and it said the picture, the caption said, somebody tell this little kid that he got a 2-year, $20 million, $16 million guaranteed extension from the Bears. While he's wearing had the little plastic hat on, Bears t-shirt with jersey. It was dope. Yeah, and I like him. I like him. Let's see, you guys are talking a little bit about Rick says, you think we draft the wide receiver later rounds? I'm okay with, but not in the top 3 picks. Yeah, we're not going to go that way for a wide receiver. There's too many other needs. I'm okay if we draft one. I'm okay if we draft one, but it's got to be in the 5th or 6th round. And again, we don't forget, we still have Tyler Scott. Can Tyler Scott be unlocked by Ben Johnson? I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. I think, and it's funny. Like, again, I've done mocks, but we're just speculating. Everything's speculation because we don't know how the board is going to fall. All right, and it's interesting. And this is why I say don't be with these kind of fans. Like, well, such and such said he's going to here. Such and such said he's going here. The Raiders are going to get him, or the Patriots are going to get him, or this guy's going to get him, or this is what's going to happen. These guys are speculating. They have no idea. They have no idea what the hell is going to happen. They're speculating. End of story. Just like I'm speculating, just like you're speculating, that's what they're doing. Because they have no idea. The sources, come on. You can't predict because you don't know how it's going to fall. You don't know how the draft is going to play out. What if someone jumps up and takes Jackson Dart in the top 10? So now you got, what's the quarterback from Miami? Ward. What if the Giants take, what if number 2, the Cleveland Browns take Travis Hunter? The Giants, number 3, take Shedeur Sanders. We still haven't gotten to Will Campbell. We still haven't gotten to Mikael Williams. We haven't gotten to the other edge, Reed or Green. That's 4 picks right there. We're only at 10. All right, we haven't talked about Aston Genty. He might go 6. That's 5 picks. We still haven't gotten to Will Campbell, Green, Mikael Williams, Mason Graham. We haven't even gotten there yet. So no one knows. So stop. So don't be well, he said this. He said this. He doesn't know. Nobody knows. Rick, the only person I'd move up for is Abdul Carter. That's the only person I'd move up for in this draft. The only one. And that's if he falls to number 5. The 4th pick is off the board. Say it's Cam Ward. Who's number 2? Travis Hunter, Shedeur, Jackson Dart. That's 4. And in the 5th spot, I consider moving up to that 5th spot to get Abdul Carter. I wouldn't trade up for Mason Graham. Let me take that back. I wouldn't jump that high. If Mason Graham's falls to after number 7, I'd go up 2 spots to get Mason Graham. From 10 to 9, yes, I'd go up and get him. I'm sorry, 10 to 8, I'd go up and get him. I'd go up and get that in Mother Hubbard. Man, I'd go up and get that joker. 10 to 8, maybe even 10 to 7. Let me look at the draft order again. Come on, puto. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, Tennessee gets Cam Ward. What if Cleveland takes Travis Hunter? The Giants take Shedeur. The Patriots might end up taking Abdul Carter. See, the Patriots and the Jaguars, those are the ones that scare me. Because Jacksonville will probably take a D-line. The Raiders, Aston Genty. 7, you might get a tackle. Maybe Will Campbell, maybe Calvin Banks Jr. 8 and 9, and then us. So we don't know. So don't get, when you're having arguments or disagreements or discussions, well, such and such, Matt Miller mocked him to here. Dane Brugler mocked him to here. Who the fuck cares? They don't know. They're taking their best educated guess, just like you are. So when people say, "Oh, well, this happen," everyone jumps to say it to refute it. Like, we don't know what's going to happen. Oh, he's going to be gone. You don't know if he's going to be gone. But there's the problem here is there are a couple of teams, like I said, Jacksonville and the Patriots. Those might be Abdul Carter, Mason Graham. Because I think the Raiders are going with Genty. That's where it makes the most sense. The Jets, do you want Mason Graham? Do you need a quarterback? I don't know. Carolina Panthers, I think they'll definitely take Mason Graham if he's still there. If Mason Graham gets past the Jets, I would consider trading up for him. Disagreed. Cornelius says if Genty's there, the Bears have to draft him because he's the best running back since Saquon Barkley. Disagreed. I think he's okay. You could say he's the best prospect since Saquon Barkley. I don't think he's going to be that good in the NFL. They will get a good player, though, Cornelius. It doesn't matter. They will get a good player at 10. But I think is who can we get that can make the most impact for us? Like, even if it is Genty can make an impact. But give me Will Campbell, Cale Williams, or Mike Green. Mike Green got the personal issues. That's a big factor as well. I know the Bears always, they want good guys. But it's all how it falls, how the board falls, and we don't know. None of us do. None of us do. And this is something that, man, less than a week away, 6 days away. Cornelius says, I'd move up for Genty. He's too small for me. Now, if we had a power running back, I can make that argument. Say, okay, get a different type. And a lot of people are calling him a power back. He's 5'8". So here's the issue. Everyone says now, oh, in football, you got to adjust the height and the weight. I'm like, but they're coming out of the combine. You get their stuff from the combine. They're not adjusting. They couldn't give a rat's ass. They're not trying to hype you up and give you an extra 2 inches. That's what she said. You know, on your height. You have issue with running back size, SuperBack? I don't have an issue with running back size as long as it's not the same size as the running back you got. If you want to have two different types of running backs, like, yeah, Genty is small, it's a brick shit house. So are defensive linemen. So are linebackers in the NFL. So are DBs in the NFL. So I'm not worried about his size. I'm worried about his strength, his ability. If you're 6'1", 210, 215, big difference than 5'8". Big difference. And I'm still not all sold on Genty being all world. All right, that Penn State game really, really, really opened your eyes. Like, okay, now let's see what you got. And I get it. You went to Oregon. You had a great game there. Hats off to you. Then you go up against one of the top defenses in college football, and there's an issue. There's a big time issue. People game plan for you. Defensive coordinators set up different, not traps, but maybe spies. Maybe they're saying, hey, we are not going to let Ashton Jeanty beat me. That's what Pittsburgh said. Or I'm sorry, Penn State. Exactly what they said. That's exactly what happened. I agree with Shawn. Penn State's defense is not easy to run on. I agree. And it was at Penn State, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was a bowl game. But that's what I'm saying. When everyone in the stands knows you're getting the ball and they're gonna feature you, can you still get yards? And that's not all on him. All right, that has to do with the offensive line. The offensive line had to take a step up in competition that day as well. Cornelius says, Jeanty's not as heavy as Saquon, but he's quicker and shiftier. I disagree. He's not very shifty. If you're talking lateral movement, He's a good one cut and go guy. I'll give you that. That's for sure. But shifty? No. I wouldn't go shifty. I'd say he cuts very well. His cuts are sharp, they're hard, and they get you out of position. He's running. If you see a DB and you run to a spot, you anticipate that contact spot. You know where that contact spot's going to be. You pretend, you get there, and boom, you cut back off it. The defender's usually trying not to get run over, so he's ready at the contact spot. So he doesn't have the ability, most of them don't have the ability to stop, change direction with power, and make a tackle. He's I don't want to say shiftier, he cuts better. He's a very good cutter. Jeanty is, in my opinion. Very good. He cuts very hard, sharp cuts. And I hear you, King Booker World. He's like, I'm at the point I just want them to get the right guy who will contribute immediately. I agree. Listen, for me, if Mason Graham's there, take him. Take him. And I'll tell you what, I said it before, I'll say it again. Take this hat off my head, sweating like a sweater. If you want to go get a running back or an offensive lineman with 39, okay, cool. I wouldn't be surprised you go get Kenneth Grant, his line mate from Michigan. If for some reason Mason Graham falls, if he falls, you can go get Kenneth Grant in the second round. That should be dope. That would be dope. All right. The question that the Bears got to answer for themselves is Mike Green worth the headaches? All right. 2 different cases where he's been accused of sexual assault. Not arrested, charges pressed on neither of them. Is he worth that risk? If he's there, if he's worth that risk coming off the edge, do the Bears make that move? That's the $1 million question. King Booker World said, I heard from a few that Grant is actually better than Graham. Is that true? I don't know about better, but they're on par. Mason Graham got a lot more highlights, and Kenneth Grant has some great went to work. Yeah, I don't know if he's better, but they're right. They're on. Michonne, you and me both. That takes all the question out of everything else. You get Mason Graham available at 10, take him in a heartbeat. Man, him and Grady Jarrett. Learning under Grady Jarrett? Come on, man. He already has a motor that doesn't stop. I'm talking about Mason Graham. And to get tutored by and mentored by a guy who, for the last 10 years, has a motor that hasn't stopped in the NFL. His motor hasn't stopped. That would be excellent. King Booker World. So I had a joke about Green, but I'm gonna keep that one to myself. I'm mentally 12 sometimes. I'm glad you kept that one to yourself, boss. This is gonna be fun again. Cornelius, we have your mock. But we'll probably do that on Monday. All right, we'll probably do that on Monday. Hey, if anyone else wants to get in on the new segment, are you mocking me? All right, get a copy of your mock. Get it to me. I put up the. No, I'll do it again. There we go. I just put in the chat my email, ShawnSierraSports@gmail.com. Okay? Text me or email me a picture of your mock draft, and we'll have it for Monday. All right? We'll have it for Monday. ShawnSierraSports@gmail.com. We'll have it for Monday. Cornelius out. We'll hold off till Monday. All right? We'll hold off and we'll get some more. If we don't know, no worries. I'll do one myself, so I'll at least have yours and mine, Cornelius. But again, if anyone else wants to send me a mock, please do that. Please do that. Russell Webster says Shamar Stewart is the Ryan Poles guy. What? Looks like Tarzan plays like Jane? That the Ryan Poles kind of guy? Because the measurements don't blow you away at all. This is why you don't put that much stock in the NFL Combine. You put all your stock in when he's training in his facility, throwing his receivers, guys who he's comfortable with. Because what's going to happen, he's going to come to your team and he's going to build a comfort level with the wide receivers, if we're talking quarterback, with wide receivers you have. Shamar Stewart and Ryan Poles guy. Yeah, I don't know. Cool, Junior. What about Tyler Warren? Tons of people are loving Tyler Warren. However, shoot, I did not. God, I was going to try. There's a tight end out of Michigan, Loveland. Loveland, I want to say the tight end out of Michigan. Some people have him higher than the kid out of Penn State. But I wouldn't want that. There's a couple guys that I want. I want to enhance the trenches. That's what I want. We have good skill guys. I'm not saying that we can't add more, but I'm okay with some of the skill guys. We got 2 wide receivers. We got Cole Kmet, receiving tight end. We got Declan. No, it wasn't that. We got Tyler Scott, the 3rd wide receiver. I think we're okay. I think we're good on offense. On the offense, unless you want to upgrade the left tackle position, and I'm okay with that too. Black Diamond said they draft Stewart at number 10. I'm Susie smacking poles. Yeah, they can't. Look like Tarzan, play like Jane. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just checking the comments. And we can do mocks and it fall a completely different way every time. And the thing is, that's how the board could fall. Cornelius Squalls, I heard you. Yeah. Kyle Williams, yes, he's a gamer. He's a gamer. Like 5'10", 5'11". So Rick says no tight end, please, at 10. King Booker World, you're a fool. Says Stewart is a P. Won't of this draft. he's a Patrick Williams of this draft. That's hilarious. Yeah, Stewart is. He'll look good on spring break. He'll look good on spring break. Yeah, Stewart, I want to stay away from. I really would love Will Campbell. I really would love him. I really would love him. I think that'll take this offensive line to another level. Because remember, Braxton Jones can't lift. People talk about getting him heavier and thicker in the thighs to be able to handle a bull rush. Well, his muscles have atrophied. They've gone the other way. When's he going to be back? And they say, okay, he should be back such a time. Okay, cool. Has he been lifting? Has he been lifting? So you can do bench, chest. I mean, you can do chest, bench, dumbbell bench, flies, cable crossovers, skull crushers. You can do stuff for your upper body, but that lower body's got to be strong, locked, and loaded. Khalil. I say Khalil. I mean, I just say Khalil. Braxton. He's got to be ready to go. I don't know if he can be that way because you haven't been able to put any weight on your lower legs, which is going to help you with the bull rush, and now you're hurt. Now you're coming off an injury. Who's the guy that they're gonna trying to think? Sorry. Oh shoot. Oh, I thought I had it. Okay. Yeah, so this is according to Patrick Finley in the Sun Times. His left tackle Braxton Jones has been at Hallis Hall to rehab his surgically repaired ankle every day since the new coaching staff was hired. Offensive line coach Dan Rochar said he didn't have a timeline on Jones' return and couldn't say whether he'd be ready before the training camp. But he praised his work ethic. Okay. I hope that gave you a little. King Booker says Brax can't handle the bull rush healthy. Kieran is still too green. Yes, they need a left tackle. Kieran Amagaji is a guy they really like. I think it'll take a time. And we'll see what one offseason has done for Braxton Jones. We'll see. All right, we'll see how well it's developed him. That's what I could say. See how well that developed him. Because Kieran Amagaji, his first game, Charlie. Couldn't get out of his stance quick enough. Got killed a few times. Man. I like I want to see how Kieran Amagaji plays. Don't get me wrong. If you upgrade and get a Will Campbell, I'm cool with it. So what a lot of the experts are saying that beside like Will Campbell and Calvin Banks, there's a lot more second-tier tackles. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Like, Tyler Warren's a great pick. I don't know if I want him at 10. Now, if we trade back because we see a lot of people in the mix that we had high on our board and they trade back, okay, cool. Maybe 16, 17, you can take Tyler Warren. Okay. I'll tell you what. There's a buzz around Hallis Hall for my people up there. The players seem, and I was watching Deion Miller last night talk about it. Just said that the players feel that Ben's the one. The players believe it. You believe your coach is the one. Obviously, you got to have talent on you, but we have it. If you believe your coach is the one, you're gonna go through hell and back for that guy. I'm looking forward to a team that fights back. I won't even say even if they lose. I just want to see good football. I want to see the progression of Caleb. I want to see the integration of DJ Moore and Roma Dunze as two 1,000-yard receivers in the same season. That would be dope. So we'll see. We'll see. All right, there we go. Sorry, guys. What else? So WrestleMania is this week, huh? WrestleMania is coming from Vegas, baby. Vegas. How many of you are going to be watching it? How many have a streaming service like what's it called? A USB drive? How many have a little black box that you get all your pay-per-views from? And you guys got those? And you guys have the streaming box or what's the name of it? Apple TV or the Fire TV or and you guys have those? Oh, okay. Oh, just the one's gonna be on Peacock. All right. Michelle says I have a Peacock account. Rick Gonzalez says I'll be watching on Peacock. It must be King Booker World. I think you're right. It's on Peacock. That's dope. I don't know if I have one. I know I did. I don't know if I continued it. I don't remember. So I can watch it here. It's going to be crazy. I don't know the storylines at this point. I just know that Cody Rhodes is coming back. Let's see. Yeah, I got a guy who sells those boxes, but I had another guy who has. I want to get back on the Fire Stick. That's what I was trying to say. Where I get all the channels and pay-per-views. All the channels and pay-per-views. That would be dope. It's only $20 a month. It gives you every single channel in the United States, every single one. You want to watch NBC Sports Bay Area? Boom. NBC Sports North Carolina? Boom. New England Sports Network, Nesson? Boom. Yes Network, Yankees Entertainment Station? Yes. Have all these. I got to get back on it. $20 a month. You just need internet. It hooks up. Wi-Fi to hook up. Now we're cooking with gas. But anything else, folks? Otherwise, we're going to cut it short. What are you guys doing for Easter? Is there anyone who doesn't believe in Easter or celebrate Easter? What are you guys doing for Easter? All right, I'm heading to my cousin's house out in South Elgin. We go there mostly for most holidays. My cousin Marla, her dad, who passed away, my uncle, and my mom are real close. So Marla's definitely made it a point to keep us close and invite us to all the holidays she has with her family, with her husband's family. So Rick's like, it's gonna be 420. Sunday I'm getting high as fuck and I'm watching WrestleMania. I ain't mad at you, dog. So you better have a whole bunch of snacks then. You better have a whole bunch of snacks. You might risk WrestleMania. You're gonna knock out on the couch, Rick. Oh, that's good shit, man. That's good shit. Anyone going to? Anyone here going to the draft party at Soldier Field? Junior says, very excited for a fun Easter with Jeremiah, Easter egg hunting and Easter baskets. Yeah, that's cool. Jeremiah, that's dope. That's dope, Pop. Yes, Michelle, it's 420 day. Gonna be a lot of people burning the green. King Book of World, 420 on Easter. Chocolate Bunny sales is gonna skyrocket. You're damn right. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Chocolate Bunny sales is gonna skyrocket. Yep. Tell you there'll be a whole bunch of Ricks high as a kite watching WrestleMania. Munching on snacks. Hey, but listen, but Sean, the Easter Bunny is gonna be high as hell. But listen, real talk. Shorty says, I'm not religious, so I'll be doing yard work to get ready for the new concrete patio to get poured. Okay. King Book of World. Canterbury eggs stock up 81%. Hey, if we talk about it here, is that insider trading? Or just a good stock tip? Who's Cadbury? Who's Cadbury under? What candy company is Cadbury under? What candy company makes Cadbury eggs? Here you go. Hershey. Okay. So the Hershey Company. Manufacturing sales. Cream eggs are produced by Cadbury in the United Kingdom, by the Hershey Company in the United States, by Cadbury Adams in Canada. They're sold by the Mondelez International in all markets except the Hershey Company has a local marketing rights. Okay. That's crazy. We got to start talking about some stocks and shit like that. Picks. But I will hide some colored eggs in the yard for me to find, Shorty says. Good stuff. Good stuff. But all kidding aside, guys, have a phenomenal weekend. It's going to be warm. It's going to be 74 right now. Whoo, Charlie. It's going to be about 81, a little rainy. It's okay. All right, and let your loved ones know you love them because tomorrow is promised to no one. Okay? I hope you're able to spend it with family. now is a great time. Sunday is a great time. Hey, you could be high. If you and your family get high together, get high together. But at least be together. Have some dinner. Have some munchies. Have some snacks. Make sure you get the munchies if you have the munchies. You know, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around every once in a while, you might miss it. To borrow a quote from a man, Ferris Bueller. Make sure you do it. It's a time for family. All right, it really is. The ones you still talk to anyway. Because there's some that I don't talk to at all. And I don't give a shit. But, guys, have a phenomenal weekend. Hey, get out some drinks today. I know I'm going to have me a cigar. If it starts raining, no problem. What I'll do, I'm going to open up my garage door. Got a chair. I got some Tito's in the garage. I got some tonic water, some Perrier sparkling water. Mix that. I got some lime juice. Good to go. Smoking a cigar. Got the little cigar glasses. I have the cube, the big cube ice cube. No puns. Today was a good day. But the novelty ice cubes, yeah, we got it all, man. I got two spheres, 2 ice balls. No diddy. So I might just end up doing that tonight. All right. But I hope you have a good weekend. If you're celebrating Easter, I hope you have a phenomenal Easter with family and friends and loved ones. And just make the most of it, man, because it's, man. Time is so fleeting, so precious. Make the most of it every time you get to. All right, even if it's so now you see your cousins 7 times because maybe you go to Mother's Day, you got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas, you got Easter, 4th of July, whatever. I don't give a shit. The more you spend time with your peoples, your family, your friends, and your loved ones, the better quality of life you will have. All right, listen. I'm going to replay this tonight at 6 o'clock p.m. Central on Friday, 4/18. Remember, at 12:15, Sydney and Lakina are going to take you for another 2-hour trip of Chicago sports on their show, Second City Sports, so make sure you check that out. The Smoke Fellows are going to be out tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. All right, they're going to be coming from, forgot what, I'm going to find it. There we go. Oh, come on. You know, it changes up at the last second. There we go. Here we go. Okay, so they're at Mario Cigar and Vape. 1765 West 95th and Wood. All right, 95th and Wood. So you can either want to go there, check it out. If you're in the area, tomorrow 11 to 1, or if you just want to watch it on Sports Zone Chicago's YouTube channel, you can do that too. All right, guys, have a phenomenal weekend. I will see you guys on Monday. Happy Easter to everybody. And from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, your boy, the SuperBack, I am out.